had to walk outside for lunch, and New York City is on fire. There's a police commissioner death and the death of Diddy going down in that courtroom today. So Jane Doe, who we all to believe is allegedly Daphne Joy, is on the stand right now speaking of her atrocities that she went through with this man. She's breaking down on the stand and clearly hysterical, speaking of how she was forced to take, basically it was essentially the same exact storyline that Cassie laid out, but this is with a grown woman with a child. Cassie was 19, 21, whatever, groomed into the situation, but this woman went looking for a payoff and a payday and you know, a love fest, and found herself in this situation and is now crying and humiliated. So the amount of sympathy that I, you know, cast off for, you know, Cassie to a certain degree, I don't have any of that same sympathy for this Jane Doe person. Like, I do not, because literally you had your son on standby to be dropped off and shipped off whenever this person arrived. You don't have any backbone for yourself to be like, I'm showing up makeup free because I'm beautiful as I am. And when he tried to stop your coin, and did stop your coin for you to live independently, I don't know what it is that she thought was really going to happen. It's unbelievable to me. These women who put themselves on display like this at such grown ages is utterly laughable. You know, at this point, utterly laughable.
So everybody's talking about the Jane Doe that was set to testify, take the stand and testify in day 18 of the Diddy trial. And this Jane Doe turned out to be Daphne Joy. We're talking about 50 Cent's baby mom. Now we understand why 50 Cent was so angry at Diddy, and he's been celebrating Diddy's downfall since Diddy's been under fire, right? He's been tweeting and sending all kinds of messages for the last year, right? And everybody was saying, why does he keep going at Diddy so much? What is the problem? Now we found out that, you know, and he got mad last year at his baby mom, and he called her an ex-worker, right? And she wanted to sue. She wanted to get some lawyers, you know, so many different things, right? And she got mad and said that he essayed her, right? 50 Cent essayed her, so 50 Cent went to sue her. He went and filed, you know, got a lawyer and went to sue her for making that statement. But now she got on the stand, and mind you, all the things that she was being accused of being an ex-worker, she vehemently denied it, right? But now she has black women all over the country going against her. Normally, black women side with other black women, but this time, these women, they are not supporting her. They are not with her, right or wrong, weak or strong. The way that they was hovering and covering Cassie, they is not covering Daphne. They say you was like 37, you're 36 years old. You knew what you was doing. You was down. You know, you wasn't coerced. You wasn't forced. You chose to do this for money. For money. He was giving you a bag. So you wanted the bag, and you chose to get the bag, right? So Tasha K got wind of this, right? Tasha K got wind of this, and she went on to her channel, man, and just totally mopped the floor with this woman, right? So Tasha K said this.
Now, I know somebody not listen to me. Y'all look at me. Look at me, winos. I know. Listen to me. I got my little, what's the flashlight? I need a flashlight. Excuse me. You know how to, with the clicker, click, click. Excuse me. I know damn well Daphne ain't walked in with that same side part into the court with a tissue saying that she was trafficked by Diddy. Somebody please shake me right now. I was not in the court. I'm tired of that damn trial. But when I heard about this, let me read some of this to you, this testimony, okay? Because I got something to say about this. I really do. This bothered me to my core because I'm like, and just in case you didn't know, they're saying that the Jane Doe that was sitting in court was definitely Daphne. Matter of fact, one of the workers, the male workers, said that they serviced her. So it's just 2 and 2 together. I'm not down there. I'm not in the court. I'm not under no federal, like, judge gonna do to me. I'm not down there. I'm not around there. Okay? So, let me read this testimony real quick because I'm bothered by this. And this is, they're with all the shits. First of all, how old is Daphne? Look at Daphne's age, because I want to read this in her age. I want to read. This ain't no Cassie. You can see this lady age by her neck. It's sunken in. What's the lying age? What's the line? Because they be lying on Wikipedia about their age. Yeah. What's her age? What's Daphne? Somebody tell me what Daphne's age is. Well, I get this testimony. 38 years old. I'm 43. She's 5 years younger than me. So we're going to say hypothetically she's 38, but she's aging horribly. Because I thought she was already in her 40s. I really did. She's been around here for a long time. She got a baby by 50 Cent. And I don't know where 50 Cent and Diddy beef started, but maybe it has something to do with her because, like, how do you have a baby by 50 Cent and then you go lay down with his enemy? And not only do you lay down with his enemy, like, this man, I think at one point he was going to wife her, if I'm not mistaken. Like, they were really close at one point. Like, he really respected you as his baby mother. And for you to go and cash out on Diddy for a $1.99 bottle of baby oil and $10,000 worth of rent because he refused to pay for your lifestyle anymore, like, this is what you had to do late in life to keep up with the lifestyle, is sell to Diddy and say that you were emotionally manipulated at 38. These down, put their pictures up, okay? This is allegedly Daphne, okay, and Diddy. And Daphne is on the stand. And Diddy is apparently currently paying her rent for $10,000. And she is up there saying that she was emotionally manipulated into freak-offs, okay? Now, he was really charming, really nice. I was already drawn to him pretty instantly. Jane says so she wanted what her friend had. Already drawn to him, but he was messing with your friend, okay? And so she mentions that at one point her friend became upset because she thought Jane was trying to get at Diddy, which she was. She's old. 50 don't want her no more.
But Tasha K, she wasn't done, right? She wasn't done, and she was just laying out, like, the facts. And it's good because she doesn't have a bunch of women really defending her and protecting her. She wasn't finished. Check it out.
Out here on her Megan Thee Stallion. You know, it ain't that many billionaire moguls like Cassie said. Cassie said, when they asked her, why don't you leave Diddy? She said, well, who am I going to date? Jay-Z taking. Come on now. Come on. She mentions that at one point her friend became upset because she thought Jane was trying to get at Diddy. She insists Diddy is the one who pursued her. Okay? I hope they called a friend to the stand. I hope Diddy's team called a friend to the stand. Jane says she ultimately decided to give the relationship with Diddy a shot when the friend he was dating got engaged to another man and moved overseas. So she saw a clear path and decided to move in and get behind her friend. She probably shared panties with this friend. This gives y'all share panties. It's really giving that. Now, Jane says her first date with Diddy happened in Miami 2021. He got her a hotel, and the date lasted 5 days long. She explains, now how he gets you a hotel and the date lasted 5 days long? That's not a date. Nobody gets you a hotel on a date. She explains that the two spoke about her past and says the father of her child was not fond of Diddy. 50. Okay. Now, the two went on another trip the next month to Turks and Caicos. Jane said Diddy's assistant, KK, came along for the trip. She said they also had a personal chef, a photographer, a butler, and a barber on a 15-day trip. It seems like she hit a lick because no man in her life has ever traveled with that much staff ever, not even 50 Cent. So she thought she had moved on up. Now, Jane said the first time Diddy gave her ecstasy, they were at the pool. She says Diddy claimed it'll be more fun if she took the drugs. Now, that's what they call it, influencer. I told you. They call hoes now influencers. That's the new name. IG models, influencers. Okay. 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 You sell pussy. Okay, girl. Call me. Okay. Anyway, and this statement right here was loaded because this sounds, I'm gonna be honest with you, because they're trying to get him on a RICO, and if she was under the influence and he flew her out and had a freak off with her and the staff helped, and she mentioned all of the staff and the team, they have to prove that Diddy's whole entourage was a part of the crime. So which means if they knew that she took a pill and he gave her a pill and she fell down, and then KK, the assistant, and the butler put her in the shower, but not Diddy, to clean her up and get her ready for Diddy, that's saying that this was an organized crime. And this makes his $400 million empire subject for seizure because they're saying that he made the money under a criminal organization. And they're going to send the money back to the Justice Department, and they're going to, pay other federal witnesses and bonus themselves out for retirement funds and everything like that too. I'm just saying. So for her to specifically say the butler, this person, the chef and them picked me up. They knew I was alleged. I was like, but he's still paying your rent to this day, allegedly. Okay.
Now, I'll say that a lot of these women, man, listen, I keep telling y'all, a lot of you women out there that want to support Cassie, you want to support this other woman, Daphne, these ex-workers, man, a lot of it, listen, I keep telling y'all, a lot of you women are supporting women that's participating in behaviors you yourself wouldn't even do. You yourself wouldn't even condone. You yourself wouldn't condone your sister, your daughter, your mother, your aunt, your niece. None of them doing. But yet and still, y'all still defend these women when, listen, Cassie was out of the relationship. She went and still slept with Diddy while her husband was home, in the house. And when he called, she lied to him about what she was doing. This is insane. You have the ex-workers saying that she enjoyed it. She was setting things up. So then you have this woman, Daphne, where she's trying to say that she was coerced and forced, but then she's saying that Diddy was paying her. And when they first did it, she looked forward to doing it. She couldn't wait to do it. She enjoyed doing it. You got 50 Cent real angry calling her ex-worker. He's heartbroken, right? Devastated. Devastated, right? But I'm more upset with a lot of you women because you women are supporting women that's participating in behaviors that you wouldn't do yourself. So how could you support something like it? I think Diddy is guilty of a lot of things, but I don't know. But some of these alleged charges that they got on him, I don't know if he's guilty of those things, trafficking and all kind like this RICO trafficking. Nah, man, this is coming from somewhere else on high, somewhere else. I think he's guilty of assault. I think he's guilty of harming Cassie, put his hands on Cassie. But I also think that Cassie stayed for the money. Had Diddy not been who he was, Diddy wouldn't have been able to get off all the things that he got off. They would have never allowed that. They allowed Diddy to be who he was with them because of the money he had, the status he had. So y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this, man. Let me know what y'all think about what Tasha K said about this woman, man. Leave your comments in the comment section, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.